When Allison Myers was little, she felt like her personality was a liability everywhere she went. She was too talkative, she was too weird, she was too much in too many places. But she shared with us that when she was at New Life Ranch, she felt like she fit. She felt like she belonged here. And she said, I knew if I could belong at New Life Ranch, that I could belong in Jesus's kingdom. And she said, did you know that belonging has a fragrance? It has a smell? And she was telling a group of alumni this story, and everybody said, no, we don't know that it has a smell. And she said, well, it smells like New Life Ranch. And we were all like, well, what does New Life Ranch smell like? And she said, well, let me tell you the story. She had shared that New Life Ranch had a smell with our program director. And he said, well, what is it? She said, I don't know. He said, well, let's go find out. And they went to the barn. It wasn't the barn. They went to the woods. It wasn't in the woods. They went to a bunkhouse. It wasn't the bunkhouse. And so while they were lining up for lunch, she said, she turned to the program director. She said, this is it. And he said, what? She said, it's right here. And he was able to help her determine that it was in the bathroom. And more specifically, he discovered it was the cherry-scented urinal cakes from the urinals in the boys' bathroom. He brought them out, and she said, yeah, that's it. And they laughed about it. Well, a few months later, that same program director, just as a program director should, thought about her, got one of those urinal cakes from the maintenance barn, a fresh one, put it in a package with tissue paper in it, wrapped it up, and sent it to her. And when Allison got that, she said, I treasured it. She said, I set it on my table where I did my makeup in the morning. And when life got too much or I felt too lonely, she said I would take a big whiff of that. And as she was telling this story to a group of alumni, everybody in the room went, ooh. And she said, no, you don't understand. She said, to me, it smelled like belonging. And remember, she said, if she knew if she could belong here, she could belong in Jesus' kingdom. And I just have seen New Life Ranch staff and our program staff in the summer and the college students that work with us just go out of their way to help kids feel like they're a part of something, to feel like they fit in. And so if you're looking for a place for your kids to fit in and belong, New Life Ranch can be that place.